Alright, today we are playing Turtle Pack. Yes, really, you don't need to adjust your television or mobile device or whatever you're watching on. I thought it was time to mix things up a bit. I've played a ridiculous number of custom games in the last few months, or at least the last month, I guess, because I did take some time off. And I had an idea. I mean, it wasn't exactly anything revolutionary. You're not going to see brand new teams that you've never seen before in Turtle Pack. That's just the nature of the beast. But I did have an idea of something I wanted to try. And when I went for it, I did get some very fun rounds. So happy to present this game, mostly just on the basis of it being fun. Now here, I could have taken the dog before the sheep, but the reason I didn't do that was because I wanted to guarantee that the sheep got the attack from the beaver cell. So the idea that I was working with was based around having sheep in the team, and so I wasn't too bothered that the dog didn't get any temporary stats there. And yeah, I'm sure we could have won or tied that one if I had taken things in the quote-unquote correct order. But it doesn't matter because we're just concerned at the moment in trying to make sure that the sheep is in a solid enough state that we can keep it on the team. So what I wanted to go for was to have a summon team that had triple sheep at the front. Now, I've done a bunch of these types of videos in the past. This can actually lose with another 1 HP breakpoint there. But there are some units in Turtle that I haven't really bought very many times, certainly not in Turtle Pack itself. I'll have bought them plenty of times in Customs, but just not in Turtle Pack. Here, I'm not sure if I meant to give the dog the garlic there. It might have been supposed to go to the sheep, and I just kind of misclicked, but who knows? I suppose at this point I could have also been hedging my bets that I might end up keeping the dog. Dog is another Turtle unit that is just like a complete no-show in terms of custom packs for me. So here we just sell the ant to increase the chances of the salad hitting the sheep or the dog, and there we go, we get another sheep. So it doesn't really matter too much if the sheep are higher levels. So I think I'm just going to take this one separately and not worry too much about the summons being bigger or smaller. It's really just about the volume. So I think, okay, I'm going to pill the flamingo here. Now I should buy the can first as well, because I know that I'm going to take, yeah, I should have bought the can there, so that was a bit of a mistake. I know that I'm going to be keeping the sheep, but I'm definitely going to be needing some other units that could start with better stats. Now this is funny, where I think the hare actually messed their team up there because it took the garlic instead of having the chili. So maybe we still would have won or tied there, but that was a bit of good fortune. And yeah, even though it's only level 1, we're going to feed up the sheep as well. Take the second dog, and then, okay, I don't take the rabbit. Even though we are going to go for a summon team in the end, having rabbit is just so helpful to be able to make units a bit more survivable for pretty cheap. And since we don't really have much else to buy at the moment other than food, I think it makes a lot of sense the way that we're playing this. We get a draw there with Mr. Fantastic, and we'll take the dog level up, and we get the tiger. So I actually feed the dog, so I think maybe at this point I was thinking I was just going to play a dog team, but ultimately the dog is going to get replaced. Maybe you can guess what it's going to be replaced by. But yeah, the change to deer a while back to make the bus only have 4 HP does make a reasonable difference, although I think it is still very strong. And I think the assistance of the tiger here is going to get us the win. Yeah. So here's the third sheep. Now, am I going to take... Okay, we'll take the buff on the tiger. We also get the extra gold from the cake. And I think I will take the can again. And then go for the level up on one of the sheep. Maybe, yeah, okay, I was thinking about going for the level up there. Yeah, okay, we get the tiger and another chocolate. Probably should have frozen the bread there, with the tiger only having 6 HP. It would be nice just to try and give it more of a chance. And I think again here the garlic plus dog is going to be good enough. But yeah, we haven't quite found our final form yet. So I buy the tiger into the empty space to activate the dog, and then level up. Okay, we don't get what we want either. Even though fly is really good for this type of team, I'm not going to take it. And there we go, we get a mushroom for the sheep. We can only put mushroom on one sheep since there's just not enough space. And one of the rams is always going to get flung, but it doesn't really matter too much. Someone did remark the other day in the Discord that it would be nice to have more fling pets for sure, since Jackal is the only one. But I can't see that ever being added to Turtle Pack. So yeah, mushroom on the third sheep, because the other two, it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to combine. I guess I really wanted level 3 tiger. And there's not really anything else we can do with the tiger there, because putting it behind any of the sheep won't do anything. So we'll just play a 4 squad. We do still have 3 hearts, so in decent shape. Now we are going to immediately lose the mushroom to this microbe team from pack 2. But they actually had whale shark, which I think is kind of lucky, because if they'd had the chili there, we might have been in trouble. And here we go, we get the Wolverine. So actually I think I'm just going to sell the dog now. Or maybe I'll keep it for 1 turn. I want to have tiger, Wolverine, and then triple sheep. Now, even though Wolverine has been in Turtle Pack for quite a while, it probably must be one of the least common units that you see. And almost always it will be in an elephant blowfish team. As we then immediately face this ridiculous snipe squad from pack 2. And we still win because the Wolverine Tiger combo reduces all their HP to 1. So yeah, I think you can see immediately why I would want to share this run. And we're just getting started on some more ridiculous rounds in the same kind of vein. So actually here we do get the sheep. So I could just sell the dog now. Although the one at the front only counts for 2 hearts for the Wolverine, it just looks aesthetically pleasing, I think, to have the 3 sheep as the pets at the front. I'm sure it would be better just to take deer. But yeah, look at the amount of health being removed there from the Wolverine plus Tiger. I guess it would be even more aesthetically pleasing to have double Wolverine instead of Tiger, but of course it's much more difficult to make that happen. And then look at this. I mean, I think the only way we could draw there was for them to get elephant from the spider, and it worked out perfectly. But yeah, having Tiger and Wolverine just gives you more options to find pets in the shop. And given that they're both tier 6s, you know, sometimes if they were lower tier, I might have spent extra time trying to make sure that I got the aesthetically pleasing combo, but yeah, not going to be the case in this one. I guess actually in customs, you now have access to Bonobo, so it makes it very easy to get clones of pets, but not so much in good old Turtle Pack. So another good win there against they had a very similar team with the Sawfish at the backline, which is kind of like Wolverine in Danger Pack. And then here the Mimic actually wipes a lot of the rams. But yeah, we end up losing to the Cocoa Bean at the end there. I think we had a pretty solid chance of that being a tie, but they ended up getting Wolf, which wasn't great. And then this is the kind of team that we want to face, where it's just stats. The Wolverine Tiger combo is going to make short work of those stats. Wolverine is just such a strong unit when the build doesn't get interfered with. And obviously that's the big downside of this kind of a team, where you're just going to get demolished by snipes. But thankfully it was working out pretty well. And so I end up taking the mushroom there, just because I think it's better than, you know, a bit of garlic on turn 18. But I think the Wolverine, you know, if we face a Croc snipe spam team, the Wolverine's pretty likely to get knocked out. But then this is an odd one. Double Mushroom Scorpion and Elephant Blowfish in the back line. Probably the rarest Elephant Blowfish combo you could see. The Wolverine activates and the Elephant team kills the Blowfish and the Cat. So there we go. Not reinventing the wheel, but a really fun game of Turtle Pack. And I do actually have some other Turtle gameplay saved up. So we'll look at that in the near future.